When Overwatch was dissolved, it left us all without a home, without a family. But we got the band back together thanks to the passion of one guy. Well, gorilla. A gorilla named Winston. The Horizon Lunar Colony was established as a first step for humanity's renewed exploration of space. Among its residents was a group of genetically enhanced gorillas that were intended to test the effects of prolonged habitation in space. One gorilla displayed such rapid brain development from the gene therapy that he was taken under the wing of Dr. Harold Winston, who taught him science and inspired him with the tales of human ingenuity. This young gorilla passed his days assisting with the scientists' experiments, watching the distant blue world outside of his habitat window, dreaming of the endless possibilities that awaited him there. But life was thrown into chaos when the other gorillas led an uprising, killing the mission scientists and claiming the colony for their own. Taking on the name of his beloved human caretaker, Winston built a makeshift rocket and escaped to Earth. Yes, this is how smart this guy is. There he found a new home with Overwatch, an organization that represented everything he'd come to admire about humanity. Winston was finally able to live up to the heroic ideal that had been instilled in him since his birth. And he lived up to it big time. You may remember that Winston is one of the people who took down Doomfist, and he was the one who pretty much saved Tracer's life by designing that chronal accelerator. But with the fall of Overwatch, Winston again went into seclusion, just like the rest of the heroes of Overwatch, and cut himself off from the world he believed in. But inside, he longed for the days of heroism to return. Fortunately for all of us, those days came back.
Shield generator test. Ready to proceed. Now. No need for that, Winston. Your heart rate is through the roof.
I told you to stop monitoring my vitals, Athena.
Very well. It has been 43 days, 7 hours, and 29 seconds since your last cardio workout. Remember, a healthy body is a
Healthy mind. That's why I have this.
Every time you see news of this sort, we go through this. I remind you, recalling Overwatch agents to active duty comes with great risk. The Petrus Act clearly states any Overwatch activity is deemed illegal and punishable by prosecution.
I know. You're right. That's the way the world is. But I do miss the old days.
I think you have something that belongs to me. Hand them over. Oh, it's okay. You're not in trouble. Oh, I'll trade you. There you go, buddy. Well, there's not much to see from in here, kiddo. But you know there's more out there, don't you? Come on. It's time I showed you something.
I'm detecting intruders.
Talon. Athena. Kill the lights.
failing. Winston, Reaper is extracting the Overwatch agent database. Extraction at 32%.
You took these because you wanted to see if there was more out there. Well, see for yourself. Always remember, never accept the world as it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be.
Winston! Winston! He's going to have all agents' locations.
I'll be sure to send them your regards, monkey.
I'm not a monkey. I'm a scientist.
Extraction 90%. Failing 98%.
Hang on, Athena. Athena? Athena!
Virus quarantined. I'm running diagnostics on the core database. Restoring systems.
Never accept the world as it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be.
Establishing agent connections.
Winston? Is that you, love? It's been too long!
Yes. Yes, it has.
With the intent of reforming Overwatch, Winston prepared a speech to try and get his former agents to come back to the organization.
I made a chronal accelerator. I'm sure I can do this. To all agents of Overwatch. That's not right. To the former agents of Overwatch. This is Winston. Obviously. 30 years ago, the Omnics declared war. The nations of the world had no answer until they called upon a small group of heroes. Overwatch was created to rescue humanity from the Omnic crisis. We became the greatest champions of peace and progress mankind has ever seen. You were chosen because you had powers and abilities that made you... You joined because you... You already know this. Look, the people decided they were better off without us. They even called us criminals. They tore our family apart. But look around! Someone has to do something! We have to do something! We can make a difference again. The world needs us now, more than ever. you with me?
And since then, Winston's been busy taking the fight to Talon and any other bad guys out there. Like when he and Tracer shut down Reaper and Widowmaker's museum heist. Now Winston's also been hard at work at restoring Overwatch's satellite communications, so we can finally start helping people around the world again.
With some Omnic assistance, of course.
Winston, don't sneak up on me when I'm recording! Wait, you're a two-tongued gorilla. How are you so quiet?
Practice. I just came by to see how this broadcast was going. I do, after all, have a personal interest in this one.
Well, I'm pretty much done. I've still got to figure out what I'm doing next. Maybe stories about the Vishkar Corporation or Talon?
But I'm looking at your records and you forgot to cover one very important agent of Overwatch.
Wait, what? Who? I thought I got everyone. Tracer, Genji, McCree, Dr. Ziegler, Torbjorn.
You?
Winston, no one wants to hear about the Omnic behind the scenes. They want to hear about you guys, the heroes, the ones who are out there fighting for them. The world is telling them you're criminals, but I know different. Someone had to do something. That's why I started these broadcasts to begin with.
But you're still one of us, oddball. You're a hero too, in your own way. Wouldn't some call your broadcast heroic for telling the truth about Overwatch? For standing up for what you believe in, even if you're not taking the front lines?
I mean...
Your story is one worth telling, oddball. But I think this is the part where you say...
That's another story.